Bobby Krieger here, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this is the channel for Instagram and brand growth, and we have something really cool today. Today, I'll be going over a cool Instagram strategy that's gonna let you automatically find and repost viral content to Instagram from your niche. That's right, you can set how much content, how often you want it posted, what times of the day you want it posted, and it's gonna be using a software called Jarvee. Now, if you are new to Jarvee, I have tons of other videos explaining it, but this video will be a strategy where we go over how to post automatic content using Jarvee. Remember, if you have any questions at home, follow me on Instagram at bobby.krieger. Send me a DM and I always answer. Just make sure to follow and like my last 3 posts. Ready? Let's get right into this automatic strategy of how to find and repost viral content. Let's get it. Now, before we start, make sure you're liked and subscribed to the fastest growing Instagram brand growth channel on YouTube. That is this channel right here. Now, also before we start, I'm gonna go over what is Jarvee. What is this program that we're using? I know I've covered it in past videos, but I'm gonna make this really quick. So Jarvee is a social media automation platform. What does that mean? It means it acts on your behalf for Instagram. So essentially, you type in your credentials to this program and it acts on your behalf. It posts, comments, likes, follows, all on your behalf to the schedule that you set it. For more on social media automation and Jarvee, like I said, check out one of my previous videos. So that being said, we will be using Jarvee, which means that there are things you need to set this program up. It's not a lot, and I go over it in previous videos, like I said, but just so people are not blindsided by it. Now, the reason we're using such a difficult program, or difficult's not the right word, but advanced program, is because other programs do not allow you to do the amount of research as Jarvee. So Jarvee is really cool because what this program is gonna do, it's gonna post on our behalf and it's gonna pull content on our behalf. So we're essentially gonna be using this program, Jarvee, to find content that has an engagement rate of over 25%. That means that when somebody posted this photo or video, over 25% of their audience liked it, which makes it viral. That's why this program is so powerful, and that's why we're using this and not some of the other commercial methods for finding viral content. Now that I wrap that up, really quickly, I wanna go into why this is such a powerful strategy. Now, believe it or not, Instagram's algorithm wants you to repost content. I know that sounds fucking crazy, right? They want you to take other people's content. Well, think about it. An algorithm means uniform. It means Instagram's algorithm essentially is rewarding content that has already gone viral. So if you go to hashtag funny, hashtag entrepreneur, hashtag picture, hashtag Instagram, you're likely gonna see a video that you've already seen more than 3 times. Well, that's because people keep posting viral content, changing up the hashtags, and it hits the Explore page. And since we already know that it's gone viral once, these videos can go viral again and again and again, depending on the hashtags and the audiences that you hit. Remember, there's billions of people on Instagram. So even though you may have seen a video tons of times, doesn't mean everybody else has seen a video. Now, another strategy that I want to talk about really quick, or another reasoning for this strategy, better to say, is that you need to be posting consistently on Instagram. You need to be posting consistently on Instagram. And if you do not have content to fill up that schedule, repost content and then put it to your own audience. So this strategy is gonna be really, really cool for that. Now I'm done talking because I know I'm gonna get some shit in the comments like, just start the tutorial already. Now let's get right into it. We're gonna open up Jarvee on my computer and we're gonna get right started. I'm gonna make it as fast as possible. And don't forget to subscribe. I said that, right? All right, now here we are in Jarvee. Now I'm gonna be leaving a link to a free 7-day trial for Jarvee below in the description. So check that out if you wanna try this for free and see if this is something you wanna do. Now, if you do not have Jarvee or do not plan on getting Jarvee or anything this intense, I still recommend that you watch this video because you're gonna see how a lot of people go viral on Instagram and how a lot of people find content. And this will also give you a really good mentality of how to find content, how to search competitors and content and things like that. And basically will give you a really good outlook on just how to stay consistent and post on Instagram, okay? So really simple, I'm gonna go through it really fast and you can basically follow these exact same steps. So here I am in Jarvee right here. You can see I have a bunch of generic accounts. I probably have thousands of Instagram accounts. This is just one of my random Jarvees. So you can see that I have a lot of fitness accounts. So what I want to do is I want to find fitness videos and I want to repost fitness videos in the niche that are viral. Now, what do I mean by viral? By viral, I mean any picture or video in the fitness niche that has over 25% engagement rate. That means that over 20% of the audience of the person that posted the photo liked it, which means viral in my books. And a picture can be viral without having hundreds of thousands of likes. So if somebody with 10,000 followers posts a picture and it gets over 20% of the likes, that's still viral. And that's even better because that means that when you post it to a larger audience, maybe throw some power likes on that bitch or something, that you're going to get an even larger reach and it's still viral content. So all we need to do is go over to destination lists. Click on destination list and then add a destination list. So what I want to do is I want to post to all of my fitness accounts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on all of my fitness accounts and click on it, click on it, click on it. World of Crazy Fitness, well, workouts with grit, awesome power lifts, and then you also want to go over and click wall and profile. You want to make sure those are clicked, and then you just want to give it a name like fitness. Now I've already made a destination list, so I'm just going to go back, and you can see it showed up right there, but I already have this one called fitness, and once you have that, you are good to go for destination list. So essentially a destination list is a list of accounts that you're going to post to. Now, if you're only posting to one account, it's simple. All you have to do is put one account in there. That's all you have to do. So next, we're gonna go back to tools and we're gonna choose any one of those accounts. So let's choose World of Big Lifts right there. And then what we're gonna do is we are gonna go over to the repost tool. Now we're gonna go to repost. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna select the amount of posts that we wanna tell Jarvee to find. Now remember, what is Jarvee? Jarvee is essentially a program that acts on our behalf. That means it likes, follows, comments, likes comments, views stories, likes, everything that we can do on Instagram, this program can do. So what we're gonna be telling this program to do is, hey, Jarvee, I want you to find viral content in my niche. And so you could see, basically we're speaking to it right now. And it says, we can tell it how often, how many reposts, what times, all these things. Now, basically what we want to do right now is just gather tons and tons of content. We want to gather content. So it doesn't matter the numbers we put here. So for example, we want, let's say, 25 to 100 posts. And that's it. That's basically it. That's all we have to do here. And because I'll show you why this doesn't matter. So look, we want to post to a destination list. All right, sexy people, after we have a destination list, then we need to make a campaign. Very simple. All you need to do is go over to campaign, new campaign, and then click publish on a limited number of destinations. So a standard campaign. And essentially what this is it is going to tell, so consider it like this. The destination list catches, or the destination list tells Jarvee where we're going to post. So that's all of the accounts, the destinations. So I put, remember, fitness account 1, fitness account 2, fitness 3, that's the destination. And then the campaign takes those destinations and starts posting it. So what it does is it says how often, what time should we post, things like that. What are the captions going to be? So the destination and then the campaign which does it. So like I said, we want to create the campaign name, let's call it fitness. And then all we want to do is go over to where to publish and then click the fitness list because we want to post it to all of our fitness pages. And then that's it for now. Now, like I said, I'm not going to go super into detail because Jarvee is just something we speak to. It's really, really straightforward. So for example, all these options right here, you can go in and check yourself. So like when to publish, you tell me, when do you want to publish it? So let's say I want to publish at any time from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. And I want to post, one time per day, right? Look at all these other options here. We have, you know, add a random sleep time, randomize number of posts, things like that. But we just want to do 1 times per day. The campaign is not super important. Like I said, all this does is control how many times per day you post, what times per day you post, things like that. So once we have our campaign ready, so let's just start over really quick. Remember, we made a destination list and we put all the accounts that we want to post to. So remember, if you have 1 account, just put 1 account in your destination list. Or if you have many, put them in there. And then we created a campaign, and then we connected the destination list to the campaign. Very easy. Now, all we have to do is go up here to Tools. Now, we're up here in Tools, and all you have to do is pick one of the accounts or the account that you put in the destination list. So, you know, World of Big Lifts. There you go. There's a fitness page. And then all you're going to do is go over to Repost. And what this Repost button does right here is it just controls the amount of posts that it finds. So remember, Jarvey is acting on your behalf. This whole program, it likes, comments, follows, likes, comments, story views, you know, manages comments, all these things. Everything that you can do with your Instagram account, this program can do. So we're telling Jarvey to essentially pool, like look at these options right here. We're essentially telling Jarvey to pool 25 to 100 posts every 30 minutes or so, right? So it doesn't really matter how many we pool because this isn't a direct action. So for example, if we were saying, hey Jarvey, follow 1,000 people every second, we can't do that because that's against Instagram's terms and conditions. But all we're doing right now is telling Jarvey to find content for us. That is not against Instagram's terms and conditions. So you do not need to worry at all about, I don't know, maybe your account getting banned if you have that concern, or shadow bans or anything. This is all completely safe. And like I said, all this is doing right now is viewing and pooling Instagram content. The same that if you were gonna go to Instagram and save post, save post, save post, that's all it is doing. So we wanna pool 25 to 100 posts because we wanna look through them. And that's pretty much it. But the only other important part here is we wanna go down here and we wanna send posts to a campaign instead of posting to the wall. And remember, we labeled that campaign fitness. And you see right here, it says send to campaign now. That means it's gonna pull 100 accounts right now. It's super simple. Remember, we chose 25 to 100. So this is going to, essentially what this is going to do is, once we press send to campaign now, what it's going to do is it is going to pull 25 to 100 posts and send them to that campaign. And it's gonna put them in a little holding tank, and then we'll see, we'll take a look at it. And what we'll be able to do is choose the ones that we like, and we could either use that to find viral content, or we could use that to automatically repost. So now let's go into detail. Remember, right now all it's doing is reposting between 25 to 100. So now we need to add in, where do we get those posts from? And we need to be specific, like, you know, what type of posts and things like that. So the really important button that we want to press here is, and you could play around with all of this, but the only thing that's really important is we want to make sure that we repost only if the engagement is greater than 25% of better than 25% of average right there. So let's type in 25, boom. Now all we need to do is go to sources. So we want to repost posts of specific users. So the best way to do it, honestly, the best way to do it is to just pull out your phone and find 25 to 100 of the best repost pages in your niche. So let's say you are a basketball player, go to House of Highlights, Best Dunks, Basketball Players Daily, and type those accounts in manually right here. If you are a makeup artist and you want to repost content from the makeup niche, go to Viral Makeup, Daily Makeup, World of Makeup, post it in here. Or you can do this feature. You can go over to users and hashtags. So remember, these are fitness accounts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in fitness right here, and we have, let's see, this username fitness, and then we also have fitness lovers. Great. And then what we want to do is we want to press search suggested users. So what this is going to do, it's going to generate a list of really big fitness pages. So then we want to press copy all, and then Control V, And there you go. So now we're going to be reposting the posts of, gym glutes, women's best. Some of these, I would vet some of these. So for example, it also pulled the Ellen Show and Fashion Nova. So I would go over these and make sure we're only getting fitness accounts. But now look, if you're lazy like me, or if you just want some good examples, you can use that users and hashtags to pull related people. But like I said, the best thing to do is to manually go into Instagram and find the best people to repost. So let's go back to settings and let's just take a quick look at some of these other things that we could do. So we can make sure that we're only finding content that was posted within 7 days. So let's do that. Let's put 10 days. We only want to repost content that was found within 7 days. Filter by number of likes. We could filter by number of comments. All this really, really cool stuff. And also we could alter the image. So a lot of times, if you want to create a unique image, you could do is it'll change up the pixels a little. So it'll be an original image to you. Very, very powerful feature. Now here's the other important part here. Now, this video is teaching you how to find viral content. It's just also really easy for me to show you how to find and repost automatically viral content. So I'm including that. So if you just want to find viral content and then manually repost on your own, you're done. Press send a campaign and then I'll show you in the next step what to do. But if you're actually looking to schedule posts and repost content yourself, what you would do is you would go down here and you would type in your caption. So right here, it's gonna pull all these posts, and right now it's set to pull the original post caption, okay? But if you want to do your own caption or you want to then credit the original, you could do something like this. Space, 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 and then you could go up here and put something called spin. Now what spin is variables on text. So it's a little difficult to explain, but let me show you. So check it out. You put a bracket, then you type in, hey, I never know the name of this character. It's this one, the line button, and then you put hello, and then you put, close it, and then you put love this, space, need it. Okay, so what this does is every time we are going to post this caption to all of these posts, but it's a variable. So 50% of the time it's gonna say hey or hello, and then 50% of the time it's gonna say love this, need it. So let's check the spin text right here and see, check the spin text. Spin text is valid. Here's random results. So right now it says hello, need it, right? So it just basically pulls random words. And the reason we do this is because we do not want to have the same caption every single post. We want to mix it up. So ideally what you would do is you would go in here and do a huge list of, hey, love this. And then boom, 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 make it super, super big so you have like a million different captions. You could also Google general spin text. That will probably work. You can copy and paste that. You can copy and paste general emojis and put it in here. But just make sure you put it in those brackets so you can pull it. So once again, the format for spin is bracket, anything in between, and then space, and then you could do another word, and you can keep doing as many words as you want as long as they have that little space after it, and then you close it with the bracket. Okay, super simple, right? But for right now, we'll just leave the original post caption. Now, really quickly, you can also enable dynamic hashtags. So this will automatically add hashtags to the end of this post. So for example, hashtag cool, and then hashtag hello. And you can see there's two boxes here. So if you type in 50 hashtags here and 50 hashtags here, and then you put a number like 50% and 50%, so let's do that, 50% and 50%, it'll pull 50% of hashtags from one and 50% of hashtags from the other. This is really cool if you want to always have random hashtags and you want to mix and max and reach a larger potential audience. So there you go, that's hashtags. So we have all of that right here. So now what we want to do is we want to go over to send to campaign now. And we want to make sure that we post this, click this button right here, send to drafts. Because if we send straight to the campaign, it will automatically schedule them, but we want to search through them instead. So let's go over to sources again. And we want to repost of specific users. And then we want to press add usernames. So I have them right there, boom. Now let's go back over here and let's send to campaign. All right, so I know I just talked a lot. I apologize, trying to get through this as fast as possible while giving you guys value and not trying to speak so fast. So this is gonna be loading to our draft list. So let's pause and then come right back to it. All right, so after a few seconds, you can see that all of our pictures that we set to come out have been sent over to our campaign, and they're right here in the draft list. So let's click it and check it out. So let's go over to drafts. And you can see right here all of these posts that we pulled. So let's just click on one and see what they look like. Okay, so check it out. So here are the posts. So for example, you can see this fitness thing right here, and it says, it's never too late to start. Double tap if you are inspired. That's a great one right there. Here we have another one. It says, damn, flex, 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 yeah. And then it has these two guys boxing. A lot of videos here, which is really good. Then we have another one of a guy dancing and says, keep dancing, like a stay active type thing. We have this guy, this strong man right here, what a beast, lifting 456 kilograms or 1,000 pounds. God damn. So you could see that we now generated not only viral content, not only the most viral content, but recent content, because remember, all of these were created in the last 7 days. So now from here, what you can do is, one, we can schedule them to post to your Instagram daily with all the captions that you choose or the original post captions. Or if you do not want to use your Instagram at all, if you don't want your Instagram to be associated with this thing at all, you don't want to plug in your information, or you just want the content, you can press edit and then go to advanced options. And then what you can do is you can export all of the images. You could export all of the images right here. And then what you could do is save them to a folder and email them to yourself and just download them manually. Or, you know, just have them on tap on file for someone to review. So that's it, you're done. You could see and you could pull all these images. You could look at them and see what's working. You know, you could have these posts simply to see what's working on Instagram. You could have them to repost for inspiration, or you could press send to campaign, boom, send to campaign, fitness there, and now it is now scheduled to post. And remember, if you want to know what time it's going to post to your account, just remember it is going to be posting, let's see, when to publish. So this post is going to be posting from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. right there. And when it posts, you can see it's scheduled right here. And once it posts, it will go over to the history and you'll see all the posts that you have posted right there. So that's it. It is that simple. Now remember, if you have any questions or if you're confused, which I know I speak fast and I blabber a lot. So remember, you can always follow me right here at bobby.krieger. Follow me, like my last 3 photos, and send me a DM. I will probably video chat you and we can get through this together if you have any questions. So I actually have some final statements. I want to give you guys a really cool strategy for viral reposting. And once again, I want to reiterate why we're using Jarvee. We're using this program instead of a commercial. So let's cut the web view and get right to it. All right, I had to change locations real quick. So the reason that we're using Jarvee and the reason that we use Jarvee for this tutorial is because with this program, we're actually able to access Instagram's database and control things like when was the content published, how many likes did it have, how many comments, what was the engagement rate, and we're able to pool fresh content instead of these other programs that I've seen. I don't know, I can't even name them, but there's a lot of bullshit programs out there. And what they do is essentially just give you a generic list of viral content. So I know that this is a little bit of hassle to use Jarvee, which is a program which requires a VPS and all this stuff, but I'll say 2 things. 1, it's not as hard to set up as you think. Watch some of my other videos if you are confused. And 2, it's worth it in the long run, because if you want to stay relevant on Instagram, 1, you need to be posting consistently, and 2, you need fresh content. So what better way than to take content that's been going viral and circulating Instagram, bring it to your audience, give it a fresh new light, put your spin on it, put an amazing caption on it that captivates your audience, and you'll be golden and you'll be good to go. So last thing for today's video, I want you guys to comment, I want in. So we're actually giving one spot on our influence engine. That is our premium Instagram growth service. This is the same service that we use for celebrities, influencers, and big businesses here in Hollywood where I live. That is a service that gets you around 1,000 followers per day, helps you go viral. It's a crazy, crazy service. It's a $1,500 premium service, and we're giving away to one person that comments, "I want in." And if you want to leave a nice comment, that'll be cool too. So we're picking one person at the end of the month, and we're gonna keep picking people every 50,000 views. So keep commenting, "I want in," and we'll pick one person. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for listening to me talk a lot. Peace.